There's a kind of discipline that never breaks, not when you're exhausted, not when everything falls apart, not when every part of you is screaming to quit. Today you're going to discover the ancient system that created warriors who were truly unbreakable. Have you ever wondered how the shinobi survived alone in the mountains for months? How they trained in complete secrecy for years? How they maintained iron discipline without apps, reminders, or motivational speeches? The answer has nothing to do with willpower. It has everything to do with something called ninpo, the way of the invisible warrior. Welcome to Purpose and Presence Hub, where we break down the systems that truly transform lives. Back in 1540, feudal Japan, there was a 14-year-old boy named Tishi. Everyone called him Tishi the Lazy. This kid dreamed of becoming a shinobi, but he was completely pathetic. Every morning, he promised himself today is the day. He'd attempt 3 push-ups and collapse. He'd sit down to meditate, and his mind would wander in 2 minutes. The pattern never changed. Promise in the morning. Give up by afternoon. Forget about it by the next day. Until one day, a mysterious man appeared on his path. Those eyes looked straight through Tishi, like they could see every secret he ever kept. You want to be a shinobi? Not a question, a statement. The man turned and started walking toward the mountains. Keep up with me, and I'll show you where the school is. If not, go home and accept you'll be a blacksmith forever. Something clicked inside Tishi in that moment. He was simply tired of being weak. So, he followed. 3 hours of brutal climbing. His legs burned. His mind screamed every excuse imaginable. Turn back. You're not built for this. But somewhere on that mountain, something fundamental shifted inside him. The pain didn't matter. The exhaustion didn't matter. What mattered was the decision he made at the bottom. He said he would. And warriors keep their word. 3 hours and 15 minutes later, Tishi reached the top, collapsed, and passed out. When he woke up inside a dark temple filled with incense, the master was sitting in front of him. You just completed your first lesson of ninpo without even realizing it. Training began immediately, and it was brutal. But here's what made it different from anything Tishi had ever tried before. On the very first day, every student had to stand before the entire school and declare out loud, I am a student of the ninja way. My word is my life. If I break my word, I am nothing. This single moment changed everything. Because when your identity changes publicly, your brain interprets failure as social extinction. Our ancestors who broke trust with their tribe were cast out and died. Your brain still works exactly the same way. The shinobi understood this hundreds of years before science existed. The master then taught the unchanging rhythm. Stop negotiating with time. Lock your schedule. Make it unbreakable. Your body is stupid, but it learns patterns incredibly well. Within 30 days, Tishi's body was waking up on its own, before the bell even rang. No decision needed. No negotiation. Just automatic action. Then came the 100 days. Same training. Same movements. Same order. Every single day. Zero variation. First week, his mind screamed for something different. Second week, the other students mocked him. Third week was pure psychological warfare. But by week 6, something remarkable happened. Tishi was moving through the entire sequence without thinking at all. His body was on autopilot, and his conscious mind was finally free to notice details he never could have seen before. Science backs this up. After approximately 66 days of repeating the same sequence, your brain literally rewires itself. The behavior becomes as automatic as breathing. But the system didn't stop there. On day 45, Tishi got sick. The master taught him something powerful. A river never stops flowing. During drought, it becomes a trickle. During storms, it becomes a torrent. But it never stops. The moment it stops, it's no longer a river. It's just a hole where water used to be. So Tishi did half his training that day. Imperfect, reduced, but the chain never broke. The momentum stayed intact. When a family emergency forced him to leave the school, the master taught him prior preparation. Write down every possible obstacle. Pre-decide your exact response. Travel, work out at dawn on the road. Sick, half the repetitions. Rain, train on the covered patio. Emergency, 15 minutes of essential practice. No thinking required in the moment, just immediate execution. Tishi trained every single morning at 4 in the morning while helping his family. When he returned, the master asked how many days he missed. 0, sensei. The master smiled for the first time. By day 100, Tishi was unrecognizable. He never talked about training, never complained, never negotiated. The practice simply happened like a heartbeat, like breathing. The master called this mushin, the mind that doesn't hesitate. No ego, no internal conflict, no decision-making left. Just pure automatic action flowing through him. 6 months later, Tishi completed an impossible 7-day mission infiltrating an enemy castle. No sleep, no proper food. Everything went wrong, but he completed it. When asked how he endured, he simply said, "I did what needed to be done." Because that voice that used to say, "I can't take this anymore," had died a long time ago. So here's the system broken down into 5 pillars. First, make a public oath that changes your identity. Second, lock in an unchanging rhythm and remove time as a negotiation. Third, repeat the exact same form for 100 days until it becomes automatic. Fourth, never allow a complete gap. No matter what happens, reduced is fine but never 0. Fifth, pre-decide your response to every obstacle before it arrives. Tishi wasn't special. He was just a weak boy who decided to sacrifice who he was so something stronger could be born. Here at Purpose and Presence Hub, we believe real transformation starts with one decision. The decision to stop negotiating with yourself forever. If this video shifted something inside you, hit that like button and subscribe to Purpose and Presence Hub. Hit the bell so you never miss content like this. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 5 pillars you think will be the hardest for you to master. I will see you in the next video. Until then, remember, the warrior was never born from comfort. The warrior was born from the decision to never stop.